The notification popped up on my phone while I was in a board meeting. Weekly transfer complete, $1,000 to mom and dad. The same notification I'd seen every Monday for the past year. Right below it was my sister Rachel's Instagram post. A family photo at the airport, everyone grinning with their luggage. The caption read, "Family vacation time. Hawaii here we come. #blessed #family time. Everyone except me." Chen, excused myself from the meeting where we just closed a $50 million deal. My executive team could handle the details. They were used to my family emergencies by now. The thing is, my parents didn't know the money came from me. As far as they knew, it was from their investment in some tech company that my uncle had recommended. The same uncle who'd helped me set up the arrangement when I made my first million at 28. "They'll never accept it directly from you," Uncle James had said. "You know how they are about Rachel being the successful one." He was right. In my parents' eyes, Rachel was the achiever, the doctor with the perfect husband and 2 kids. I was just their younger daughter who played with computers, instead of following a respectable career path. I called my mother first. "Mom, I saw Rachel's post. Are you at the airport?" "Pause. Oh, Emma. Yes, we're just about to board." Such a lovely surprise from Rachel. She arranged everything. With my money, I thought but didn't say. Instead, why didn't anyone tell me about the trip? Well, her voice took on that tone, the one she used when trying to justify something unjustifiable. Rachel thought it would be better as just immediate family. "I am immediate family. You know what I mean, dear." Rachel, Tom, the kids. "And while you're so busy with your little computer projects." I gripped my phone tighter. My little computer projects had just made me another $10 million, but they still didn't understand what I actually did. "Put Dad on, please." I heard shuffling, then my father's gruff voice. "Emma, we're about to board." "Dad, why wasn't I invited to the family vacation?" "Look," he sighed, "Rachel organized this. He wanted quality time with the grandchildren. You don't have kids, you're always working working to send you $1,000 every week," I thought. "Besides," he continued, his voice hardening, "we don't want you there. You'll just be on your laptop the whole time like always. This is family time." The words hit like a physical blow. Don't want you there. 20 years of feeling second best crystallized in that moment. "I see," I said quietly. "And how are you paying for this luxury vacation?" "Rachel arranged it with that investment money we've been getting. She knows how to think about family. Unlike Unlike me." I finished for him. The one who actually I stopped myself. "Never mind. Enjoy your trip." I hung up and immediately called Uncle James. "They're using my money to fund a family vacation I'm not invited to," I told him without preamble. He was silent for a moment. "What are you going to do?" I looked at my computer screen, at the banking app showing years of transfers, at the document that gave me control over their investment. "They'll learn," I said quietly, "exactly where that money comes from. And in 24 hours, they're going to regret every single time they chose Rachel over me." While my family was somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, I set my plan in motion. First, I called my lawyer. "I need you to prepare documents showing the source of my parents' weekly payments," I told her. "Every transfer, every dollar traced back to my company." Then I contacted the luxury resort where they were headed. "This is Emma Chen, CEO of Tech Fusion Solutions. I believe my family is checking in tomorrow under the name Williams." I pulled up their reservation details, perks of having funded the entire trip. "I need to make some changes." The manager was appropriately deferential. After all, my company owned a significant stake in their parent corporation. "Of course, Ms. Chen. How can we help?" "Their presidential suite reservation? Downgrade it to standard rooms. And cancel all the prearranged activities, the private luau, the helicopter tour, everything Rachel planned with my money. Right away, Ms. Chen. Although..." He hesitated, "they're scheduled to arrive in 6 hours." "Perfect timing," I said, a cold smile forming. "And one more thing, make sure they know exactly who made these changes." Next, I logged into the investment account I'd set up for them. The one they thought was making miraculous returns. The one they'd bragged about to all their friends, always giving Rachel credit for finding such a wonderful opportunity. With a few keystrokes, I froze the account. My phone buzzed, a new Instagram post from Rachel. First class is the only way to fly. Thanks mom and dad for treating us. #blessed #family vacation. I commented, interesting. I didn't know dad's retirement fund could afford first-class tickets for 6 people. Rachel deleted the post within minutes. Then I sent an email to my uncle. It's done. When they land, they'll learn what family time really costs. His response was quick. Are you sure about this? I thought about all the family dinners where my achievements were dismissed. The Christmas parties where Rachel's medical career was celebrated while my tech company's success was treated as a lucky break. The countless times I'd heard, why can't you be more like your sister? They're about to find out that their unsuccessful daughter has been keeping them afloat, I replied. And that daughter is done being invisible. Just then my assistant knocked on my office door. Ms. Chen, the resort manager in Hawaii is on line 1. Your family's flight has landed early. I picked up the phone, picturing their faces when they arrived at the resort. When they discovered their luxury suite was gone. When they realized all their planned activities had vanished. Mr. Kikoa, I said to the manager, please make sure my family receives the letter I sent over. The one explaining exactly where their money has been coming from for the past year. Yes, Ms. Chen. They're actually in the lobby right now and... He paused. Your sister is quite upset about the room change. I could hear Rachel's voice in the background, demanding to speak to a manager. My father's angry tones. My mother's attempts to smooth things over. Put me on speaker, I said. You're on speaker, Ms. Chen, the manager announced. The lobby noise suddenly became clearer. Hello, family, I said, my voice echoing through the hotel's lobby. Enjoying your arrival. Emma. My mother's confused voice. What's going on? Our suite is gone. Rachel shrieked. All our activities are cancelled. This is ridiculous. I planned everything perfectly with mom and dad's investment money. Ah yes, I said coolly. About that investment money. Did you all receive the letter I had prepared? There was rustling of paper, then dead silence. I could picture them reading it, the detailed breakdown of every payment, every transfer, all traced back to me. A year's worth of $1,000 weekly deposits. The luxury vacation funds. Everything. This can't be right, my father stammered. The investment was through your Uncle James. Uncle James was just the middleman, Dad. Who do you think has been sending you $1,000 every week? Supporting your retirement? Funding Rachel's perfectly planned vacation? You. Rachel's voice cracked. But you're just what, Rachel? Just the daughter who plays with computers? The one you didn't want on your family vacation because she's always working? I let out a short laugh. Did you ever wonder what I was working on? Emma, my mother tried to interject. We didn't know dash. Exactly. You didn't know because you never asked. Never cared. Too busy celebrating Rachel's every achievement while dismissing mine. I paused. By the way, Rachel, how's that medical practice of yours doing? Still struggling to make payments on that new building? I heard her sharp intake of breath. Of course I knew about her financial troubles. I knew everything about their finances. The money stops now, I continued. All of it. The weekly deposits, the investment returns, everything. Consider this your wake-up call. You can't do this, my father exploded. We're your family. Family. I felt years of hurt crystallize into cold clarity. Family doesn't exclude family from vacations. Family doesn't tell their daughter they don't want her there. Family doesn't use one child's money to fund celebrations that exclude her. But what about our return flights? Rachel's voice was small now. The activities for the kids? Oh, don't worry. I've booked you all new flights in economy class, where your actual budget should be. As for activities, I smiled, though they couldn't see it. I hear the public beach is lovely this time of year. Emma, please. My mother was crying now. We can talk about this. We could have talked about it before you all boarded that first-class flight. Before you planned a luxury vacation with my money while explicitly excluding me. Before Dad told me I wasn't wanted. I could hear my niece in the background. Mommy, why is Aunt Emma mad? Because, sweetheart, I said loud enough for her to hear, sometimes grown-ups forget that success isn't just about having a doctor in the family. Sometimes it's about the aunt who plays with computers and built a technology empire while everyone was too busy looking the other way. Empire? My father questioned. Tech Fusion Solutions, I said clearly. Look it up, Dad. $8 billion valuation last quarter. But I'm sure Rachel's medical practice is more impressive. The silence that followed was deafening. Enjoy your stay, I finished. And next time you plan a family vacation with someone else's money, make sure you invite the person who's paying for it. I hung up, then turned to my assistant. Book me a flight to Hawaii. You're going? She asked, surprised. Yes, I smiled. I just bought the resort they're staying at. I think it's time for a personal inspection of my new property. Sometimes the best revenge isn't just cutting off the money, it's making sure they see exactly what they missed out on by underestimating you. My private jet landed in Hawaii 6 hours later. By then my family's social media celebration had gone eerily quiet. No more #blessed posts from Rachel, no more vacation photos. As my driver pulled up to the resort, I saw them all sitting dejectedly in the lobby, moved from their luxury suite to 2 standard rooms. Rachel's designer luggage looked out of place next to the wilting lays they'd received hours ago. Miss Chen, the manager rushed to greet me. Welcome to your property. My family's heads snapped up at his words. Your property? Rachel stood, her perfect hair now frazzled. What does he mean, your property? I smiled, straightening my Chanel suit. Oh, didn't you hear? Tech Fusion acquired this resort chain last night. Along with that medical building you're struggling to make payments on, by the way. My father stepped forward, his face a mixture of anger and dawning realization. Emma, this has gone too far. You can't just dash. Can't just what, Dad? Can't just succeed beyond your expectations? Can't just own properties you could never afford? Can't just show you exactly what your unsuccessful daughter has built while you weren't paying attention? My mother was crying again. Sweetheart, we never meant to dash. To what? To dismiss every achievement I ever had? To use my money while pretending it came from somewhere else? To exclude me from a vacation I was literally funding? Rachel's husband Tom, who had been quietly checking his phone, suddenly went pale. Rachel, he whispered, you need to see this. He showed her his screen. Tech Fusion's stock price and company profile. The billions in assets. The worldwide operations. The photo of me on Forbes cover last month. $8 billion valuation. I repeated my earlier words. That little computer project you all laughed at? It's now one of the largest tech companies in the country. But you never told us, Rachel stammered. You never asked. I turned to the manager. Mr. Kikoa, please have my usual suite prepared. The one above their downgraded rooms. The presidential suite is already ready for you, Miss Chen. Rachel's kids, who had been unusually quiet, suddenly spoke up. Aunt Emma, my niece asked. Are you rich? I knelt down to her level. Yes, sweetheart. Very rich. Rich enough that I could have given your mommy and daddy and grandparents everything they ever wanted. If they had just treated me like family. Emma, my father's voice was different now, smaller, almost pleading. We can fix this. We're family dash. No, Dad. We're not family. We're just people who share DNA. Family doesn't do what you did. Family doesn't. My phone buzzed. Another Instagram notification. Rachel had finally posted again. Sometimes the person you underestimate the most turns out to be the strongest. I'm sorry, at Chen Tech Fusion. Your little sister really messed up. I looked at them all, my proud father now slumped in defeat, my sobbing mother, my perfect sister looking decidedly imperfect, and the kids who were just beginning to understand what was happening. Here's what's going to happen, I said, my voice carrying across the lobby. You'll keep your economy flights home. You'll keep your standard rooms. And when you get back, we're going to have a long conversation about what family really means. And the weekly payments? My father asked quietly. I smiled. Those stopped the moment you said you didn't want me here. Consider it a valuable lesson in appreciating what you have, and who's providing it. As I walked toward the elevator to my suite, I heard my niece ask, Mommy, can we go visit Aunt Emma's company someday? No, sweetheart, I called back without turning around. But you can apply for an internship when you're older. Unlike some people in this family, I believe in earning what you get. The elevator doors closed on their stunned faces. Sometimes the best revenge isn't just showing them what they lost. It's showing them what they never knew they had in the first place. The next morning, I was having breakfast on my private balcony when Rachel knocked on my door. She looked different, humbled, her designer outfit replaced with simple shorts and a t-shirt. "Can we talk?" she asked quietly. I gestured to the chair across from me. The view of the ocean stretched before us, a stark contrast to the tension in the air. "I saw your company's full portfolio this morning," she began. You own the hospital where I work. And the medical building you're struggling with," I added, sipping my coffee. "Funny how life works out, isn't it? Why didn't you ever tell us?" Her voice cracked. "All those family dinners where we bragged about my career dismissed your work. Would you have believed me?" I asked simply. "Remember last Christmas when I tried to explain my latest acquisition? Dad changed the subject to your new clinic, and Mom asked when I was going to get a real job like you." Rachel winced. "I remember. Do you also remember telling your kids not to spend too much time on computers or they'd end up like Aunt Emma?" Tears formed in her eyes. "Emma, I'm so sorry. We were so wrong. Sorry because I'm successful now? Or sorry for years of treating me like I was less than you?" Before she could answer, my phone buzzed. A message from my CFO, "Medical building foreclosure proceedings ready to begin. Awaiting your signature." Rachel saw the message. Are you going to take my clinic?" "I should," I said, watching her face pale. "It would be poetic justice, wouldn't it? Taking away your precious medical career like you tried to take away my dignity all these years." "Please," she whispered. "That clinic is everything to me."